Welcome to FYI. FYI family, good morning. Wherever you're joining us from, at home or abroad, we're happy with each and every one of you here with us. Folks, we got Debbie Collins here already, Beatrice Selby, one of the regulars. Clayman Walcott is here too. Gloria Chester, Clayman Walcott, Gloria Chester. Good to have all of you on the live this morning. Wherever you're joining us from, folks, it's Friday at our end. Oh my Lord, we thought it was Saturday already. Ready to rest, ready to recuperate, to invigorate, to refire. Folks, Monday is going to be our final program until we see you guys back in August. Believe it or not, I was checking the calendar just yesterday after the program, and I realized, I thought we had another week together. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? I said we got another week, to discuss, to ruminate on ideas. But here we are. Good folks, here we are. Tuesday, let me make sure we get the date right. Tuesday is going to be the 23rd, yeah? So Monday's our final program with you until we see you guys back. But I'm going to be on, hold on. Folks, I'm going to be on doing some interviews here and there. We just won't have the evening programs, right? At least for the rest of next week, I'm going to be on doing some interviews here and there. But we just won't have the morning, we just won't have the evening programs. Right? You think you understand? So Monday will be our final day of programming until we step off, folks, until we step back rather, from vacation. I think it's around the 11th or 12th of August, based on the weekends that you have. It seems that there's a long period of time, but 2 weekends in between is like 5 or 6 days. 2 weekends in between, but I'll be here. I'll be here guiding you folks along. Have no worry, have no fear. I'll be right here. And I think I'll be seeing some of you guys on vacation too, so. Some of y'all gonna be on vacation too. With us. So don't worry about it, folks. We got this. We'll survive. Y'all know if we gone tomorrow permanently, another Rasta got take place. We're gonna survive. So good morning to all of you. A very good morning. Sean of Fortune. Good to see you there. Michaela, Andrew Coates, and all the other folks who are joining us this morning. Great to see all of you folks on the live today. It's a privilege to be here with you. It's a privilege. So as we come on, folks, as we wait on the others, do share that live for us and smash that emoji button as well. Good folks, we're just happy and delighted that all of you here. We're dotting our I's and crossing our T's in the meantime. Great to see each and every one of you joining us. Share the live, folks, as you come in. Smash that emoji button as well, folks. As you come in this morning, the 19th day of July. And when we head off on Tuesday, officially, vacation for us begins on Tuesday. It's going to be 23rd, believe it or not. You see what the weekend does? We leave on the 19th. By the time we see you guys again, it's the 22nd. Just like that. That's where the time goes. Robin, good to see you, folks. Michaela, Andrew Coates, I done share the live already. Great to see all of you with us today, folks. Great to see all of you with us. There was a press conference by the Vice President yesterday. Interesting press conference. Interesting. Not impressive. Interesting. A lot of things in this country just pass like that. Just pass like that. And a reporter asked a very interesting question. Right? Beatrice said, I could have waited until month 10 to go off on vacation. I could have waited till month 10. Folks, the old bodyguard revive. I was talking to my aunt in the US about 3 o'clock this morning. They say no rest for the wicked. Around 3 o'clock this morning, I was talking to my aunt from the US. She said, I see you've been in Bartica. I see you've been in several places in Region 3. I see it in Linden. You can't push the whole body like that now, you know. It's the only family can tell you something. You can't push the whole body like that now, you know. Anthony Paris, Lambert, Jacqueline Lambert, Andrew Griffith. You can't push the whole body. Body needs rest too. We can be gone for a couple of days, come back fired up, ready to go. Folks, y'all love winner, man. I love we. I'm realizing more and more you need. We used to do programs right through every day. We're not young again. We're not that important again. So Mondays are our final program until we see you guys back in August. Right? But we are going to continue to push out vile, incredible information all the time. Wenda Hudson watching us from Texas. Wenda never been in Texas, girl. But then again, never get the invite. So I never been in Texas. This everything is bigger in Texas. Right? Everything is bigger in Texas. As I said to you folks as we were starting this morning, I reported the press conference of the Voice president asked an important question. She said, well, we can't get answers from you on oil and gas. You tell us check with Vikram Bharat. Vikram, who was allegedly pulled over by federal agents in question in the US. Of course, they denied it. The government has denied it vehemently, but those are the allegations. They denied May too. They said it was a routine check. May was subjected to from TSA agents. That always happens. Randomly they pick people. It was no different. They said nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Vehemently denied. A couple months later, the rest is history. The rest is history. You know the whole thing. The report said when we go to Vikram, when we go to Veko, it's worse than here. That's what she said. She says worse than here. Apparently it's a rarity to see or to meet the Minister of Natural Resources in the 592. It's a rarity. Rarer than meeting. You have a better opportunity of meeting the Pope. An even better opportunity of meeting Joe Biden, who I'm being made to understand will be gone in very short order. I hate to see him go, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's move on. So listen to what the reporter asked him, and listen to his response. Listen to his response. You know, I see Kaichen News call him the chief of oil and gas. Chief of oil and gas. Take a listen to the response.
Since our last conversation, the issue of him not responding to us has resurfaced, and it has come to a point where a colleague was even blocked. Now, if we don't get answers
How
from
you mean
him,
blocked?
blocked on WhatsApp, and
Good.
from directly calling him because I
Yeah,
have
but-
access to him. He responds to me,
Okay.
and this particular person, there's no access. So I'm
Maybe
wondering
he just
if,
doesn't like the individual. It's not a reporter thing.
but
It is
I don't
just-
think his personal preferences should
No,
interfere with work.
No, but you know, it's a privilege to have the phone number, and you can't tell somebody
Understood that it's a privilege, sir.
Yes,
but
you understand
if
the
you can't
privilege.
answer us and we don't have access to him, what should we do next? Where do we go?
So they should have regular briefings too. And I said this before. I think maybe once, even a quarter, they should have a briefing and then clear up a lot of the routine things. Because I try to stay away from routine management of the sector. So I'm going to talk to him again about these issues. About maybe having the last time he did a press conference, and so maybe it's time that the ministry have more press conferences to address those routine matters.
Yeah. I talked to him before, but he had a little hard and suck, and I can try to talk to him again. You see, he had a little difficult and so on, and based on the little running he had the last time when he went to the States and thing, he may be a little shy, maybe a little camera shy. You see, since the last camera caught him being escorted by federal agents. He may be a little shy. Let's talk to you again and see. Folks, you're going to see that nowhere else in the world. We're a vice president, right? Let me say he's the president. That's the kind of system we get. The vice president is like the president. He said, I can talk to the minister, man. I know why he want to give press conferences. I know why he blocking people and so on. You all has a privilege to have his number. A public servant working in the interest of the people. It's a privilege to have his number. Maybe he liked the reporter. Maybe the reporter asked him too many questions. Maybe the reporter asked him to have too many press conferences. That's the problem here. That's the problem here. Vikram boy, Smiley. When it comes time to take coffee, shut quick for that though. But press conferences to give people the valid, credible information, you don't want to do that. When it comes to transparency and good governance, no. Report the shut. Quick to do that. Lock and check. Quick for them kinds of things. But to do the work you're actually being paid handsomely by the state to do, by the people of Guyana to do, you have no interest in that. No interest whatsoever. So folks are telling us here, as we move on, first 15 things. Lionel Simon, I see you there. I see your comment as well. Tracy Clark, how you doing, Tracy? Mark, Jilly G. Jilly G, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Dolly Anderson, Tommy Gibbs. Good to see all of you on the live this morning. Elizabeth Howard, Linden Gill, Dele Simple. Good to see you too. Ashton Chase, don't think I've ever met him in my life, but I've heard good things about him. One of the co-founders of the People's Progressive Party Civic, when it was something. Now it's corrupted by the likes of Barrett Jagdew. Corrupt! But Ashton Chase had a hand in bringing that party into existence and did a lot of good work for the people of this country in the earlys. His daughter, Pauline Chase, who's the chairman of the Public Procurement Commission, the chairman, that's another story. He said he was a nationalist, dedicated and fearless. A nationalist, he was dedicated and fearless. Well, they launched a not-for-profit foundation to honor his life, his work, and his memory. You know, long after we gone, Gail and Eula Lafferman Rubens and Marcia and Dolly and Siobhan and Rohan Basantram, all we have that speaks for us is the work we've did, or the work we've done to be grammatically correct. And that is the only thing that's left standing, you know. And if you do good work, you can stand the test of time. And I was listening to Bob Marley recently. Isn't that a work that has stood the test of time? You only live once. Anne-Marie Selby, Marilyn Thomas, Sandra Hanover. We only live once. But I heard somebody say once is enough if you do it right. Jack, you're trying to live many times. Once is enough if you do it right. He keep coming back and trying to get things right. Coming back. And he failing all the time because he is who he is. He is who he be. It's the work we have done that lives long after us as a legacy. You hear Bob Marley singing those lyrics and you can identify with them right away as though they were written yesterday. Africa liberate Zimbabwe. Jesus have mercy. Oh, pirates, yes, they're rabbi. They're still robbing me in this country, you know. Doing the work that remains. The voice a little thing this morning. Y'all don't judge me too harshly. Yeah. Congrats to the Chases. Congrats to them. Ashton Chase did some good work for this country. You know, he's gone on now and they're carrying on his memories, life's work. Chetty did some good work too. Forrest Burnham as well. They'd find it hard to say that. The folks on the other side would find it hard to say that. Margaret Nelson says, Bob's music timeless and valid today. Correct is right. Sometimes when I feel depressed politically, like after you listen to a whole press conference with Jack Dio, you put on some Bob, forget you. Restart the engine. Congrats to the Chases. Congrats to them. Them boys celebrating internet in Morocco. Oh, they said it. I'm trying to remember one of the phrases. Transformative. Something of that nature. Everything for them is transformative. Try to remember the headline here. You know it's going to be something grandiose. Revolutionary internet. In Morocco. I'm happy for the Moroccans. Of course. Right? Very, very happy for the Moroccans. They can get some valid, incredible information now. When you could go and you could understand the thing for yourself. You ain't got nobody trying to read and spell for you. Right? You could assess the thing for yourself. That's important. You don't got a filter. But it's interesting to see the kind of genuflection you have concerning these internet hubs. Right? It's quite interesting. The kind of genuflexing you see. Revolutionary, that's the phrase I see them using. Revolutionary. Internet service to Morocco. And again, I celebrate with the people of Morocco because this is a right. I think they're elevating internet access, broadband access as a right now. It's like the air you breathe. It's a right people have information. When I start thinking about this whole business here, about the internet in Morocco, a lot of things start flashing through my mind. And I remember the hard-working Kathy Hughes, former Minister of Telecommunication. Remember that? How much work Kathy did in this regard, along with the National Data Management Authority, setting up internet hubs in over 70 hinterland communities. Y'all don't know so many hinterland communities we have. So many indigenous communities we have. Over 70 hinterland communities. Mabaruma, Matthews Ridge, Barometer. How many of those places you went to? How many of those places have you visited? Port Kaituma, Santa Rosa, Akawini, Jacklow, Kubakaburi, Karawab. The word looks so strange, apologies. St. Monica, Mainstay, St. Cuthbert. I ain't gonna call all 70 plus. Kuburi, Mainstay, St. Cuthbert, Maraikabai, Barakara, Platanka, Separuta, Itabali, Carao, Batavia, Dark Point, Kaikan, You know, folks, the fault is ours. Beatrice, the fault is ours. Margaret Nelson said, Shoni when Kimbia. National service, na? Shoni when Kimbia. You know, she never went Kubakaburi. She never went there. Only Kimbia. So to see all the headlines, revolutionary internet. Like this internet is just get up and it's walk. It's do backflips. I hope it's 5G or 6. Margaret confirms national service. Revolutionary internet. That's what they said. Under the last government, these are all the areas. And I went to Karatsaba, I think it was, and saw the internet hub there lock up. Door locked tight because it was built by the coalition. They ran the, what do you call it? The instruments, the equipment rocked. Get cobweb, Paramakatoy, K2, Ramadang, Irokrama, Aishalton, Anai, Being a Hill, Woweta. Here places. St. Ignatius, Shulunab, Sand Creek, Rupati, Rewa, Sarama. Here places. Them boys doing some backflips now. Because rightfully, the Moroccans have gotten some internet. But I'm going to test it. I'm going to go do some quality assurance. I'll have to do some quality assurance. And if I can't stand there and do this whole program without anything buffering, it's not going to be as revolutionary as you think it is. It's not going to be as revolutionary. Now, when you go north, where some of you are in the diaspora, then we see revolutionary. I see people on their phone whole day watching things. I say, y'all bandwidth turn up like that? No buffering whatsoever. 5G coast to coast. Y'all know big USs. And if Biden and Barack could get coast to coast 5G. I am Bartica the other day. Can't get signal. Central Bartica. And I've been not getting signal. We're in a bad way. We're in a bad way. Right? Desiree Manuel said, Tipiru. Tiger, I was in Tiger Pond, Desiree. Some folks from Tiger Pond maybe watch this right now. Tiger Pond is a beautiful, small indigenous community, but beautiful. Them by going on from Morocco. I'm happy the citizens of Morocco has gotten some internet. Happy about that. Another visa revoked. What ups? Now it's time for Irfan Lakan chat. Come on, Irfan. Visa revoked an imam for a masjid in Georgetown. He told Starbuck News, who's reporting this, he said, I don't know. Imam Badruddin Khan. He said, I don't know. He's strict masjid. Denied entry into the US recently. Visa revoked. Visa revoked. When he arrived at John Fitzgerald Kennedy International, the reason for revocation of the visa is unknown. Right? But Imam says he was in the country, was in the US as recent as March. Right? He was in the US as recent as March this year. Gone back recently? Persona non grata. How's my little Latin? Is it Latin? Hope you are well today. You see, you don't know. Folks, we have learned that a number of contractors, businessmen, now an imam, you would think imam and nothing funny, but you don't know who to put your head in the block for these days, because nothing is sacred anymore. I would like to say imam is a man of God, and so he wouldn't be anything untoward, but I don't want to speak out of turn, because I don't know what the US know. I do not. Jack, you are asking for all the evidence that they had against me and the Mohammeds. You see? So they can do what they have to do. This and this. They want all the evidence. They won't see if there's anything linking to them. That's what's happening here. I don't know this imam. You know? He looks like a decent fella. He looks like a man who is about the faith he professes. But in like terms, I don't think the US just crazy. They're just picking out a line and say, visa revoked. I don't want to know what that's like. Needs to get a free, well, not a free flight back, because he would have had a return ticket anyhow. To have your visa revoked. Don't come through here. I don't know. Joel what? But we have more information. Good folks. You have more information as well. I don't know. He looks like a stand-up guy. Yeah. We love this. We love this. We love this. To see companies coming on board and helping out. Hurricane Beryl was something else. Did a lot of damage regionally. Massey, Nestle, giving some hurricane relief donation in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. Congrats. See companies like this following what some companies locally have already done, following suit. People falling on tough time. They need help. They want a lecture. Let's have a song there. Dan Abrams, Fidel Albert. How we sounding today? So congrats, Massey. Nestle, congrats. But this was something else. This court ordering critics to pay the Mohammeds $52 million. $52 million. And it's interesting. Very interesting. How the court break down, you know, these monies that gotta be paid. It's quite interesting. You know, the court went at length. Damages in one instance for 7.5 for defamation on February 17. Another 7.5 million for defamation on March 1st. Another 7.5 million for defamation on March 14th. I know every day the money and pay, interest racking up. So it was a continuing offense. It was a continuing offense. And you go back out there and he says something else. More money is skin. You could imagine how much defamation you have to defame a person. If the court pointing to different instances to meet the $52 million, Naomi Drucker. You remember that? Naomi says, I remember when the Mohammeds and critics was Guyana power couple. I remember that too. I remember that too. With Houston sang a song that says, nothing that's so good could last eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong. Y'all too young to know that, man. Y'all too young to know that. Power couple, I remember that. I remember when May was part of the crew. Going hunting, going skiing, see them in the fan boat. Right? I remember those days. But there's a saying, Naomi, Leslin, Delon Benjamin, there's a saying, the hottest love has the coldest end. The hottest love has the coldest end. I'm sure you look back on some relationship that you had, and you don't even know from where you started, how you meet your way there. Never happened to you. It's like somebody over you. Because he looked like a cross. He looked like a cross. The Muhammad's been good. I knew that building operating there. I couldn't tell what exactly they were doing there. But prior to 2020, like they went good. And suddenly they touch up with this crossing government and some crossing people. Be careful, who you power coupling with. Be careful who you power coupling with. Linden Zephyr, Tommy Gibbs, Brenda Moore, Kim Batson, Forbes Majus, Maxine. Be careful. Muhammad's been good. Then meet across. Bird Ness. Good. Yeah. So much for that. Let's see where it goes, folks. Let's see where that goes. Y'all have been doing a lot of talking these days. A lot of talking. I like how they're choosing these words, though. Minister Ben calls for enhance. It's not just police effort. You gotta add a little extra. It's like it's Kwame writing this headline. It's only Kwame's extra. Stabrook Market is like a free-for-all with the criminal elements. Them boys operating with impunity because they have immunity. And Ben is saying there must be enhanced police efforts. Just like how the internet in Morocco is not just internet. That's the one I want. Revolutionary. Revolutionary internet. That's the kind of internet I've been after. Enhanced. Not the regular police stuff, man. This kind of enhanced policing that Ben wants here. This way you only got to show you the corner the man pass. You got to see the man. You just got to show the corner he pass. And you gonna know the crime committed. The intent. Right? The mens rea. When my students at law, the actus rea. Malice of forethought. You gonna know the whole thing. That's the kind of enhanced. You only gotta show the corny parts. The kind of surveillance cameras Ben is calling for there. You can see pedestrians heart beating. Enhance police efforts. Right? The kind of police efforts lock and check. Right? You can imagine if Irfan go down lock and check. Crime done, you know. And Ben start rolling up on the ground. What's going to happen out there? You solve every criminal activity cease. You see Ben there rolling up on the ground, sir. Whoop. Rolling around, mopping up the place. And then Irfan just say lock and check himself. Criminal problem solved. Solved. Crime solved. I do my live out there. Showing y'all. Live and direct. We outside, sir, bro. Lock and check Irfan. The old map. Robeson. Enhanced. Not just the ordinary stuff. Enhanced. Young man lost his life. in the hinterland. This is tragic. Apparently fell off his horse, a horse he was riding, and dragged quite a distance before coming to a stop. Dragged by the horse. Quite a distance. 11 years old. 11 years old. This is life. In the outback. Horseback riding and so on. I've never been horseback riding, and I don't think I'll ever go horseback riding. Some things you're going to break into when you're young. So here is this young man that says, Hangwop Village, Central Rupununi Region 9, Cassius Constance, dragged by this horse. As I said, a fair distance, accidentally fell off and dragged through the savannah. Hangwop Village, Central Rupununi. Gone is Cassius Constance. Fast for that family. Yeah. So sad. So sad. But that's how we're losing our young people now. That's how we're losing our youth. That's how we're losing them. I heard Olive Sampson, beautiful, beautiful soul of a woman. I've had the great privilege of meeting Kwame. Again, talking about all of these makeup groups that PPP said of funding. They're coming up now to August 1st and emancipation celebrations and reflections and all of that. And they give out funding to different cultural groups. Well, of course, they can skip Epatagy. Right? Epatagy is too independent of thought. Much too independent of thought. And so they want to sidestep. Sidestep Epatagy. There's a lot of wickedness. There's a lot of wickedness. But you can't keep good people down. You can't keep good people down. I saw the maids, the counselors, upskilling themselves. Knowledge of the single window system. We're a little behind on this project. We got to pick up the pace and move it along. But congrats, City Hall. Tell you got to be curious about this life. Curious about the areas in which you operate. Pamela Dover. Do you have your supportive Mark? Do you have your supportive Rastaman and Ron? You got to be curious for different things in this life. Good to see them upskilling themselves. Y'all can tell me back when then. This Chaturati, he was an Exxon payroll, and the man out there every day talking about conflict of interest. This is a issue that's being raised in today's newspapers, in some of the letter columns. And one gentleman is pointing out the fact that Bagwandin said several things over time in favor of ExxonMobil. Several things he was championing. The man said, I didn't know that Bagwandin was the next Exxon's payroll. I'm telling you what the fella says. Check Sabbath News. The letter column, no one knew. And that's the header for the letter. No one knew Bagwandin was the next Exxon's payroll. One Mike Passad. You see, over the last 4 years, reading Joel Bagwandin's missive in the Sabbath News, I was 90% certain that Bagwandin was working in the best interest of Exxon and not for the state of Guyana. But who would have suspected or believed he was being paid directly by Exxon to do propaganda work for Exxon? And then Mike Passad goes into several quotations from letters Bagwandin wrote over time in favor of ExxonMobil on so many issues. And Bagwandin is on the Public Procurement Commission. He said it is alleged he would have recused himself when ExxonMobil came up from those meetings. That's the allegation he's making. But look, conflict of interest now. Look, conflict of interest now. See when digging a hole for people. The old people say must dig two. You must dig, don't only dig one, dig two. I love cycling. 2 cycles. And I try as often as I can. It's a different way to view life, to re-energize, clear your thought. You go for a little cycle ride somewhere. You go operating on these roads here though. Them boys will lick you upside down. Make sure you got on your helmet and safety belts if necessary. You know, you get into some unfortunate accident. This could help. I've been following the progress of this local company called Ride Along. And I saw them mixing two things that I love, riding and Bartica. I love me some Bartica. Oh, you must go. You don't gotta do much, you know. You find an area close to the seaside in Bartica. And there are lots of areas like that. Close to the riverside. And taking a river, half your problems melt away. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Pamela Dover, Ingrid Ambrose, Gila Liquor. Half your troubles melt away. And Bartica is beautiful. It's not too big that you can't conquer some of the streets and so on. And find your way back to the Stelling and so. You know what I miss about Bartica? I hope I get it right. Cool breeze. I used to be right on the Stelling. I know all the trouble or whatnot, or non-trouble, but cool breeze. But cool breeze used to be right on the Stelling there. Lovely business establishment. You know, for some reason it fell on hard times and fell away. But Bartica is still beautiful, immensely beautiful. You know, now this company has gone there and they're doing some experiential tour. So you can have a guided tour of Bartica on cycle. I love that. Love that. The only way to you go to the States and you rent a city bike in Manhattan and you say, look, we arrived, we ride in. You know, you can do it right here as well. So congrats to Ride Along, GY. Congrats to them. Big move, big move, big move. And the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation says it did 7 successful cleft palate surgery. Kudos to them. I like that. Hospitals must hospitalize. There's nothing worse than a hospital that's not hospitalizing. Like when the Matson. Happy to see them report successful surgeries. So these kids can go on now and live fulfilling, successful, productive lives, free of any unnecessary impediments. You know? Free of that. So kudos to the folks there at the GPHC. Doing your thing professionally and leaving the politics to the rest of it. Providing good care. You make your Hippocratic oath. And you're taking it seriously. You know? Good job on that front. Good job on that front. Another letter to the editor, GKH Glal, complimenting Starbucks News with series of articles on how the cost of living got we busy here. What the cost of living doing to us? Well, I heard BJ trying to rationalize this. They're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing the next and they're doing the other. But we are feeling it. We're pumping oil and gas, but we're not feeling it, BJ. We're not feeling it. Starbucks News deserve to be commended for the efforts they've done here every week in some community, doing something positive. This is not a bit of an interesting moment in the press conference yesterday with the Vice President. Suddenly very excited and animated about the cap and stack. I think 1 or 2 press conferences back. Spent a lot of time talking about the capping stack. Folks, whatever piping mechanism they use to bring the oil to the surface, if that blows, burst, break, I don't know, using these words broadly, this is the piece of equipment they put inside to stop the spill, oil gushing out. The quicker you can put that piece of equipment to cap, that pipe, the better for you, less expense. So the closer you move the capping stack in country, the better for you. Some countries got to wait for it to come a week, 2, 3, 4, and oil just gushing like that all the time. That's not a good thing. Right? And Dr. Vincent Adams has been on this issue for a long time. Now to bring the thing after several interventions by Dr. Vincent Adams. Right? And they got the nerve to say, nobody never had to tech me to get it. Right? Nobody never tech me, push me forget it. But interestingly, yesterday, I thought we owned the cap in sack. Tracy Clark? Tracy said, no, man, Sherrod. I thought we owned the cap in sack, but it's being rented, leased. The vice president, right? The vice president says he didn't know. When asked, what was it costing? But that's interesting because he know everything. Everything.
You heard what I said about the Adams guy when he talked about he signed the permit but didn't ask for a cap and stock to be in country. He could have asked for that at the beginning.
Can you say at what price is the cap and stock that we currently have in country? Can you say at what price is being leased?
How much?
The
The
subscription
lease price?
fee.
I don't know the price. I don't know the price. The price. You heard what I said about the Adams guy when he talked about he signed the permit but didn't ask for a cap and stock to be in country. He could have asked for that at the beginning.
Can you say at what price is the cap and stock that we currently have in country? Can you say at what price is being leased?
How much?
The
The lease
subscription
price?
fee.
I don't know the price. I don't know the price. The price. You
Yep. You know, that's why we gotta be so careful here. You see, when they said they don't know the price, he knows it, you know. But he knows you will be shocked. You will be shocked in a revolutionary way. Right? You will be shocked in an advanced way if you hear the price, the lease in the cap and stuff. If you hear the price, you might say, how much the cap and stock if we had to buy it for ourselves? He said, I know. Yeah. I saw she didn't follow up. At one point, he telling the reporter, oh, you must go and ask this and ask that and ask this. She said, I'm not on your payroll, Mr. Jack Deal. You must go and ask this question. And he wants to instruct her. She said, Mr. Jack Deal, with all due respect, I know your payroll. I'm not there. Yeah. And that's when he in the press conference, you know, he says he gives a thumbs up to So Cool. He said they are capable of conducting this investigation into allegations concerning Calvin Brutus. Let me get past some of these oil issues. You know, ExxonMobil doing some work here. They have some public meetings concerning their 7th oil project. They say they're aiming to, what's the word? Operationalize about 30 wells, capitalize rather. Resources from about 30 wells. How they looking for you? What are they saying for you pocket out there? So they got some public meetings coming up. That's been oil and gas. Venezuela had an incident recently. And the same way people need cap and stack and such and so forth. Right? In Venezuela, they said a pipeline of the state exploded. A gas pipeline exploded. Right? And they want to feel this is sabotage. That's, I think, part of the thing. The explosion occurred when a gas pipeline of the requisite company in the area where this company is situated. Right? The investigation indicates that the incident was a result of sabotage. That's what I wanted to get to. That's what they're pointing to. Sabotage and saboteurs. Gotta be very careful. Listen, a very combustible industry. Right? And that's beyond some things international. Another headline we're confronting this morning. The weaponization of water. They say about 94% of the water supply in Gaza has dropped. This is, you see, this is the effects of war. The madness that is man's inhumanity to man. We're watching this here. The weaponization of what? People weaponize whatever they got for weaponize to get at you. I heard in that press conference yesterday. Again, Duncan, Money, and Chronicle. If Jack is so sure, how come I have not been arrested and taken before the court for thieving money from Chronicle? When I listened to him yesterday, this morning rather, I started thinking about my attorneys because I'm fed up now. I'm fed up now. I can do the nice 52 million myself. I'm fed up now. I thief money from Chronicle. I'm fed up at this point. I'm fed up at this point. If I thief money from Chronicle, don't I get away, man? Life pays the full consequence of my actions, Jaglio. It's 4 years now. Duncan thief money from Chronicle. Must move. Bust to move. You know who thieving money? Some of them contractors they're hiring. Those are the folks that thieving money. Some of those contractors they hired. Some of the friends, family, and favorites. We were in Linden yesterday. I was looking at some infrastructure with the chairman of Region 10, Darren Adams, and the deputy mayor of Linden, Dominic Blair. And when you see the quality of the roads being built in Linden, you're not a thief in money. Take a look at some of what the deputy mayor showed me. And this is Watuka West Hilltop. Watuka West Hilltop. Take a look. Look what's happening down this side. Deputy mayor, explain to the folks what they're going to see now.
So what you're now experiencing now, it's a hole already. When I was here last Saturday, this hole was not
2 months old. Step inside to give the people a sense of the.
So when I was here last Saturday, 2 days ago, this hole was not this size. This 2 days, look, this only 2 days, this road, this hole has expanded over the time. So if we do not get works done to this road, it will expand more. So that's why the people are asking that immediate attention be given to this road. You notice that it's already, if you notice that some of the residents, they try to save time because the road doesn't have shoulders, just to stop the water from undermining. They took some of the debris from the yard and
kind of pack it to the side of the road.
And they put it to the side of the road just to save, because the road at this area, it was undermining. It was had a lot of undermining from this area. This is it. I want to bring to one attention to you, Sherrod. If you look down the street, they have a bridge. This bridge was constructed. Less than 2 months too. 2 months ago. The bridge was already. The bridge already.
Oh, this is the bridge where the pieces are shaking?
Yeah, the bridge.
Let's walk down so the people can see that quickly. There's a vehicle coming across you there.
Yeah. And why we're asking for this bridge to be corrected immediately too, because we're concerned. We're concerned that we might find an accident waiting to happen with this bridge. So we're very concerned about this bridge. I'm telling you, this bridge is less than, I think, 2 months old also. I think as we speak, we notice the engineer.
Good, it comes at the right time.
Yeah, the notice they send, because I don't know, Sheriff, because thanks you for your presence. I noticed someone is out here right
Things
now.
get done. Good.
I see the Ministry of Engineer. I see they send the team out here.
It's good.
To check on the works.
Good. Chief, how are you doing? Good day.
Yeah.
So tell us, Dominic, what's happening here?
So what's happening with this bridge? What's happening with this bridge is that this bridge here presently is already showing defects.
Thanks for walking in the shop, Dominic.
Yeah. I saw here. You notice the ministry, as we do in the live, you know, the Ministry of Public Works.
Yeah, we got the Ministry of Public Works here.
Yeah.
All right, they got to do their thing.
Yeah. Sharon, this bridge here, look, this bridge already, look, it's moving already, look. Because look, this was happening, The
bridge is shaking there.
The bridge is shaking.
Let me try to get another angle for the folks.
So you could come and see what happened. What is the reason for this bridge? You notice the bridge was joined to the road. What they did here, instead of putting a concrete base, if you notice the difference, on the right hand side have a concrete base. On this side, they didn't put a concrete base.
This is a friends and family base on this side here.
So they cut short materials to just instead of doing a base, just to extend. But this is in.
Show the folks how it's shaking again. And cars are coming down here. We had a little trouble too. I was wondering if we were going to end up
Yes, because they have others already. Look, screws is already up on this one.
Yeah, that could damage your tire.
Yes, and because of the slope, they didn't have whoever constructed this bridge. I'm of the belief that they do not have the knowledge of constructing bridge.
Clearly,
he doesn't have the knowledge to construct bridge.
Clearly.
So we're asking presently right now to have the ministry where we see, as we're doing the live, you see they sent out their engineers. So we're hoping that we will ask them to check on this bridge. The bridge doesn't have a slope, and we're asking in our rich nation, we deserve a concrete bridge. Linden, we're in an advanced day and age. This bridge would not last. We're asking for we want a concrete bridge to be installed. This is something we're advocating on, because this is a main bridge to bridge the two community, to the largest, because Kansas City is a large community, and this bridge between Kansas City and West Watuco, a lot of people traverse this area, and we're asking for a concrete bridge. We're asking for the drains to be done to this road, so this road could last for a lifetime. I will say a lifetime, but
as long as possible.
As long as possible.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor Dominic Blair. All right, folks, the first 15 I think you ought to know about as you start the day today. First 15 things. Do we have a birthday in our hands today? Is Gail Ali Cox's birthday today? Is it Gail? Y'all can tell me these things. Oh, you're being and firing all the time. Is it Gail's birthday? Happy birthday! Gail, if it's your birthday and anybody else celebrating your birthday, oh, what a good time to reflect. A birthday is in the last year of your life. How far you've come or didn't come. And the way left to go. Happy birthday. Wishing you all the best. Is it Gail? Y'all tell me, the man. Confirm this thing, the man. Please and thank you. Naomi says she's coming home for her contracts too. She could build a road. That's what she could cure this problem that we saw there. Watuco West Hilltop. Gail, Naomi says she could fix the problem. So it's not Gail Alcock's birthday. It's which Gail's birthday? Is it Gail to share it then? Huh? Y'all tell me it's which Gail birthday, man. Give me the valid and credible information. I want valid and credible information. Is which Gail? Y'all know Gail celebrating. Gail, don't tell people you're celebrating your birthday, not celebrating your birthday. Folks, that's going to do it for us. Let me see. Fidel Albert says it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Fidel Albert. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Nicole Brandis says her birthday's coming up. Nicole Brandis Higgins. Her birthday's coming up. Now I hope you get a contract, girl. You get a big gift for Miss Brandis, a big gift for the other folks celebrating their birthday. Right? Nicole Brandis, you buy a big gift for her. Big gift for Fidel Albert as well. Javon Bowden says it's his birthday as well. Happy birthday, Javon. Happy birthday. It's a lot of people born July 19th. Your parents doing wickedness around the same time. Gail Rastaman. I see Margaret is here. Beryl Crawford, and all the other folks joining us today. Thanks for being here with us. And folks, Monday is going to be our last day of programming until like this, morning and evening program, until we meet again early in August. Monday is going to be the last day, and then we go off, for some rest and recuperation. We'll still be working lightly in between. We will be working lightly in between that time. Not plenty. As we hear something and we think y'all fast, y'all got to know as well, we will let you know. So good morning, Mavis, Daviswell, and Lambert, and Laverne Joseph, Lawrence Cummins, we see you there. And all the other folks, you're celebrating a birthday or not, have a fantastic day. Rastaman and all the other folks joining us this morning. That's going to do it for us at this end. That's our time, and that's our program. Good folks, stay well, folks. That's it. See you guys this evening.